What is the future of the Clemson MBA program? To help answer that question, let's start by exploring some details of MBA programs. There are over 4,000 MBA programs in the U.S., with at least 250,000 students enrolled in MBA programs and 100,000 MBA degrees awarded annually. The MBA program represents 66% of all graduate business degrees. The average hours in programs range from 33 to 60 hours, with tuition ranging from $8,900 to $160,000. MBA programs generate somewhere between $3.3 billion and $15 billion in revenues to universities. This project will explore the present state of the Clemson MBA program, provide a brief analysis of other MBA programs, propose improvements to the Clemson MBA program such as adopting a hybrid approach to the curriculum, and explore faculty recruitment of top professors and incentives. The curriculum is designed to foster optimal student-teacher interaction and to facilitate learning through a variety of applied and traditional methods. The program develops partnerships with industry leaders to provide students with hands-on experience, which contributes to molding them into highly recruited, desirable candidates in today's competitive job market. The options available are full-time, part-time, and entrepreneurship and innovation MBA degrees. The location of the program is to strategically place college faculty and students at the center of the region's most dynamic business location. Greenville was nominated Top 10 Best Downtowns, ranked number 6 place to live in America, number 1 city in the country for job fairs in spring of 2012, and ranked as one of the best cities for young adults. Clemson University has been recognized by the Carnegie Foundation for community engagement in both curricular engagement and in outreach and partnership. The Clemson 2020 Roadmap focuses on providing student engagement opportunities. The roadmap has established 4 strategic priorities: enhance student quality and performance, provide engagement and leadership opportunities for all students, attract, retain, and reward top people, and build to compare facilities, infrastructure, and technology. The MBA environment is changing. MBA programs are adapting in 3 ways: ignore it, build it, and prepare for it. Ignore it. Change is inevitable even with higher education. Technology is playing a major factor in this change. Ivy League schools have an advantage to ignore online education because these schools have elite status with a high demand. Build it. This strategy moves most, if not all, the education online. On the lower end of the market, non-accredited for-profit schools offer low-cost MBA programs. Examples are University of Phoenix, Capelin University, and Strayer University. 99 AACSB accredited schools caught on to the online trend and are offering 100% online. They include Colorado State, Mississippi State, Florida State, and Washington State. Prepare for it. The development of a hybrid program which offers flexibility through online education as well as traditional classroom time and provides collaborative learning, projects, interaction, and discussion. As the market gets saturated, employers will begin to look for graduates from universities with strong reputation for producing high-level MBAs. These will come from the hybrid model. Several schools have developed programs to maintain the value of their accreditation while competing with online programs. 44 AACSB accredited schools have hybrid approaches. They include Auburn, Duke, Indiana, University of Florida, and UNC. UNC has an MBA program that is self-paced with live weekly interactive classes. It uses multimedia cases with quarterly 3-day immersion for campus requirements. Duke has several types of MBA mixtures. They offer executive weekend MBA, a more traditional daytime MBA, cross-continental MBA, and a global executive MBA. We believe Clemson needs to take the hybrid approach to add value by differentiating itself through engagement.
Hi, Tom. I know it's your first day, but we could really use your help.
You got it.
Thanks. We're just in a bit of a jam. All this has to get out today.
Yeah, I don't do shipping.
Oh, no. It's very easy. We use FedEx.com. Anybody can do it.
You don't understand. I have an MBA.
Oh, you have an MBA. In that case, I'll have to show you how to do it.
The hybrid approach will be used to develop an MBA program that will be centered around engagement. This approach will not create a radical change, but it will, however, require significant changes in 4 major areas. The first area is the recruitment of the right professionals to ensure the culture shift of engagement is a success. The second area is the shift in the learning model to ensure the program and its graduates remain competitive and relevant in the changing business environment. Thirdly is the faculty. Similar to the students, the faculty will be driving this culture shift, and without their support, a change cannot happen. Lastly, establishing a strong alumni network will benefit both students through the mentoring program and also alumni through future job opportunities. We will briefly discuss these areas and explain how changes in these areas will ensure the Clemson MBA model is not only sustainable, but is highly regarded for creating successful business leaders for many years to come. To establish and enhance the engaged culture, recruiters will focus on attracting a diverse group of experienced business professionals. To ensure the most competitive, qualified, compatible candidates are selected, prospects will go through an interview process to find out what is driving this individual to want to attend this program, and also to see what they'd like to get out of the program, their set of goals, if you will. Students must be willing to get out of their comfort zone. They must have a desire to be strengthened and to be stretched, whether it's being a project manager for a team project or leading a class in a discussion of a case study. And finally, ideal candidates for this program will have a desire to give back to the community. In order for Clemson's MBA program to remain competitive and relevant, some classes will be offered online. These online classes will offer flexibility to the demanding schedules of the working professionals. This will also give Clemson an opportunity to reduce the cost of these courses. While this may not seem engaging on the surface, these classes will include interactive virtual groups. These virtual groups will be similar to those virtual teams used by many companies today. In addition to the online learning experience, some classes will transition from a boardroom to a boardroom. Again, this will simulate the business environment, and this setup will encourage students to engage their team members and to utilize the unique strengths of each team member. These groups will consist of 8 to 10 students joined by the professors at different times, either in person or remotely. Each class section will be made up of 3 to 4 teams that will compete throughout the semester, and each group will simulate an actual company. This encourages competition, but also encourages collaboration within each team. The third learning environment will be similar to a traditional classroom in that everyone will meet together in one assembly. However, it greatly differs in the teaching style. As with a business meeting, participants, or in this case students, are expected to come with a certain level of knowledge. This time together will not be for the conveyance of information, but for the convergence of information. Again, this environment not only engages the student, but also teaches the student to engage others.
I hear you have an MBA, just like the jerks who ruined the economy. I'm going to punch you so hard that it hurts everyone who has the same degree.
What was that hideous noise?
Oh! I don't care who you are, that's funny right there. You can't laugh at that, you need to get out of here, so that's funny right there.
Engaging the faculty has to begin with formalizing the faculty incentive program that was described in the 2020 roadmap. These incentives include establishing bottom-line bonuses to provide incentives for faculty that find ways to generate revenue and cut costs in their departments. The programs also included a revised staff evaluation system that provided a means of rewarding top performance while addressing any substandard faculty. However, there were no specifics mentioned for the program. During several town hall meetings that led up to the establishing of the 2020 roadmap, several faculty members expressed concern over the proposed changes being made in the program. They asked questions such as, how do we know that the incentives promised in the program will be kept over time? And what must the faculty stop doing in order to start adhering to the new program? Questions such as these point to the need of having the highest level risk sponsors at the university involved in giving the final approvals for the program. This will ensure the teaching faculty that if they perform well, they will also be recognized and incentivized well by the university. Secondly, the administration has to find ways to stimulate and enable the faculty through developments in IT technology. Leading edge universities are beginning to use technologies such as the iPad shown here to free up the teaching faculty from antiquated marker boards and PowerPoint presentations. iPad technology allows for information to pass more efficiently between instructors and students, and it engages students who understand the future benefits of making use of this technology. But today's technologies like the iPad will be obsolete in the next couple of years as development continues to push the world to smaller and faster devices. A board of select faculty should be established to continuously process new technologies and determine how new technologies can be made more useful in the classroom. This effectively changes the culture of the classroom by enabling professors to choose the most efficient means of teaching while drawing in students who see the benefit of technology being put into action in the classroom. Next, the university has to be willing to make tough decisions regarding the tenure of professors. The current system in many cases has allowed for some faculty to teach much of the same material year after year with no regard for changes in the business market. This does not fully engage students and should not be the culture that Clemson wants to proliferate into the future. A performance system for all faculty needs to be put in place that takes into account how the material presented by the teaching faculty evolves from semester to semester. Special interest should be given to student surveys in classrooms to be able to converge onto the overall effectiveness of faculty in the classroom. No faculty members, regardless of the length of service to the university, should be given a free ride after an established number of years. Correspondingly, the administration has to ensure that faculty members who continue to excel and keep their classrooms new and exciting are incentivized appropriately. The focus should be on retaining the best of the faculty and making sure to reward them accordingly. Eliminating the tenure system in and of itself would generate more national discussion of Clemson University than the administration could ever hope to buy through marketing campaigns. The key is to have the highest level risk sponsors at the university involved in the decision making, so there's no question regarding the future direction of the program. The last major area of development needed is the establishment of a comprehensive alumni network of business professionals that are willing to share their experiences in the classroom. Clemson University could hire independent consultants to facilitate the development of the business alumni program and develop the needed relationships between faculty and alumni that will be needed. Clemson can use the existing Alumni Association as a springboard for the development of the program. The Ivy League schools are already doing this on a routine basis. Development of the Business Alumni Network has to be incentivized in order for the faculty to participate in the program on a long-term basis. Including lasting incentives in the program is no small matter in times of economic hardship for the university, but it would be helpful to achieve the lasting quality and culture in the MBA program that Clemson desires to produce. Lastly, the Business Alumni Program should establish a mentor relationship for selected students that show outstanding aptitude for business and want to continue their professional development outside the classroom. The program will help to further refine top students, and it provides means for indirect recruiting by the business mentors. By joining outstanding students with business leaders in the community, Clemson will be able to establish a long-term vision for the direction of the Business Alumni Program, and this opportunity will allow the program to replenish itself over the course of time. In summary, using the IT interaction model as our guide, we provided a solution by which Clemson University can adapt their business model of higher education in order to remain competitive over the next several decades. Consequences for doing nothing right now or pushing these changes to a future date would leave Clemson unable to compete with proactive universities that have already started to change their business models. Thank you, class and Dr. Purvis, for your attention, and have a good night.